The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Southern Indiana high school basketball starts now. Presented by Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page.
And welcome to Glycod's coverage of Southern Indiana high school basketball, where tonight we are live from Joe Hinton Court here at Floyd Central High School in Floyd Knobs, Indiana, for the Providence Pioneers at 3-0, taking on the Floyd Central Highlanders at 2-4. And tonight I am joined by Coach Andrew Grants, and we're going to introduce ourselves. I'm Todd Carter. He's Andrew Grants. Christian Sanchez going to be right behind us, shooting with the camera here in just a few moments. And, Coach, here we are. We're just about, it's holiday break time for the kids coming up. And 3-0 Pioneers against a 2-4 Highlander squad. What kind of ball game are we looking for tonight?
Well, the 2-4 is kind of misleading. If you look at the record that Floyd Central has, their opponents are 18-5. So they've played a really tough schedule to this point. It's going to be a battle. It'll be really a battle of contrasting styles. You've got Providence that they're going to be more down in the 40s and the 50s, and they're going to run their motion offense and take their time. And Floyd Central likes to press and get it up and down the floor, take some threes, and they want to be up in the 60s and 70s. So it's going to be a battle of tempos here to kind of see who comes out on top.
Well, and I guess one more thing we should mention, just because I know Coach Miller will mention it in his interview several times coming up just shortly, and that is Providence actually missed out on a couple games early because they won a state title in 1A football. Congratulations to Providence. And so they didn't get, but like half their kids didn't show up until 1st of December.
Right.
So they couldn't.
They're still learning on the fly.
Yeah.
I coached down in Florida for a couple years, and the football season in Florida ran into basketball every year.
Yeah.
And that was a challenge. That's something, if you're not used to it, you get into those first few practices and you're like, man, how good are we going to be? We don't know what we got. Should we be running this offense? And then those players come back and you're like, okay. I can take a deep breath. There's some of our seniors, and this is a lot of seniors from the football team. So some guys that were used to the system, that were familiar with it. But it still takes that time to click a little bit, especially what Providence lost off of last year's team.
Yep.
With losing so many starters. So not only are they trying to get their football players in, but they're also trying to get those guys with some experience, get them some experience so they can get used to playing together too.
All right. Well, so we will have contrasting styles. We'll have a team trying to still gel and work together. So it could be a good one tonight, folks, as we get ready to head into our Christmas break. So we're going to step aside, and when we come back, I had a chance to talk to Coach Ryan Miller of the Providence Pioneers just a little bit ago. So we're going to step aside, come back, and you will hear from Coach Miller here on Glycod.
Looking for family fun in Southern Indiana? Then look no further than Strike and Spare, your go-to spot for a great time at prices that won't break your budget. With regular and kid-friendly bumper bowling lanes, everyone can join in on the action. And don't miss out on Cosmic Bowling, the cool way to bowl with that nighttime feel. Strike up the fun at Strike and Spare in Clarksville at 511 Little League Boulevard. And visit strikeandspare.com/Clarksville for more information on hosting birthdays and corporate parties.
At German American Bank, our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout Southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com. You wouldn't notice or smell radon, yet this dangerous gas is the #1 cause of cancer among non-smokers. 1 in 3 Indiana homes tested show radon above safe levels, and those levels tend to spike during the winter when closed windows prevent heat and radon from escaping. If you live in Floyd County, you can get a free radon test kit while supplies last from the Floyd County Health Department. For more information, contact them at 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department.
Can't leave your dog while you're gone? Maybe you just want to increase their socialization. Try Bark Jeff. They provide a cage-free, all-day play center that dogs will love. With well-trained staff available around the clock, their professionals offer comfortable grooming, plus nightly dog slumber parties. For more information on their services or to register as a new client, visit BarkJeff.com. Bark Jeff is located at 1006 East 10th Street in Jeff, where the cool dogs play.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Bark Jeff, Jeffersonville's premier dog care destination at 1006 East 10th Street. Bark Jeff, where the cool dogs play.
Here pregame before the Providence Pioneers in to take on the Floyd Central Highlanders. I'm with Coach Ryan Miller of the Pioneers basketball squad. And Coach, off to a 3-0 start after getting your football guys back. A little sort of delay in starting the season. What was that like?
Yeah, it was obviously wonderful for our school and football program. A lot of fun, that ride to the state finals. And capturing it, community really excited. Of course, basketball program, as you said, we had to wait a little bit. About half our team actually. So it was a little bit different. Had 3+ weeks of practice with half our guys, and then we've really only had less than really 2 full weeks of practice. So it's interesting. We find ourselves here just before Christmas and really only having a couple weeks of practice with our team. But that's the situation, and the guys have been working hard. Hopefully getting better with each game and getting better with each practice, so we certainly hope to see that continue.
Well, and so as you've come along, what do you like about this squad at 3-0 to this point of the season? What are they doing well? Yeah,
we had to put things together pretty quickly. Absolutely. And so we knew it was going to take a little bit just to start hitting on all cylinders. And that's going to be a process, for all teams. Right. And you kind of honestly hope that you're not really hitting on all cylinders till late February and March. Right. Yeah. So that's certainly going to be the case with this team. It's going to continue to be a work in progress, but it's been a good work, and we've had some good progress so far. The kids are really playing hard each day in practice, trying to get better. They have great attitudes. They're really a connected group, a group that gets along well and pull for each other. I think we're going to continue to see over time, slowly but surely, some progress. It is different when you're a 1A, 2A school like us. Even our other dudes that we had that were out there in November, we didn't have them, a lot of them through, the whole fall. Right. So it's really the whole team. We really just started playing together for, like I said, a couple weeks, and even the other dudes for less than a month. So it's just, it just continue to hope to improve each day, each week, and each game.
Well, as far as what you want the team to look like, say, later on in the year, our viewers know Providence teams are going to play hard. They're going to be intense and play hard. Besides that, what else is it supposed to look like come February or March?
Right. Yeah, just continuing to, we have some great young men on this team. Continue to see kids step up into roles of leadership. Last year we lost four starters and 5 really significant seniors who provided production and leadership. So it is a new role for a lot of these boys. So seeing that degree of leadership, we talk about having player-led teams, we talk about having, coaches on the floor. So I want to continue to see that area progress, and we are making strides in that direction. And then just offensively, offense takes a little bit of time to gel and click and for things to come together. And, we're seeing some strides in that regard, and we hope to continue to see some strides. But really on both ends of the floor, in every facet, we can get better, and we've only been practicing together for 2 weeks. Right. So that should be the case. So again, patience and persistence and, keep coming along.
Well, what do you see when you scout up this Floyd Central team, and what do you see them putting on the floor tonight?
Yes, they're doing a really nice job. They are long and athletic. They have faced a really tough schedule thus far. They've picked up a couple nice wins along the way, and they've been competitive against some other really strong programs. So we know it's going to be a test coming up here. Again, dealing with some of that size, athleticism, and talent. And, Coach has them playing a dangerous style of basketball to contend with. So we know we're going to have our hands full tonight, and we're going to need to play well.
Well, you touched on probably a few things along the way there, but anything in particular you're circling on the board to say, hey, we got to do these well tonight to win this ballgame?
Yeah, their size, they'll get out and, use that length some. So, being able to take care of the basketball on the offensive end. And on the defensive end, they have some really nice pieces, being able to contain some of those pieces. And then again, with their size, length, and athleticism, being able to rebound the ball as well.
All right, good luck tonight, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Carter. Appreciate all you guys do.
And stay tuned for all the high school basketball action tonight on Glycod.
When young people need a place to go and someone to help, there's always a safe place nearby. Clark County Youth Shelter and Family Services, a local nonprofit organization, designates businesses and organizations throughout Clark and Floyd counties as safe places, which offer immediate help and safety to area youth who are experiencing crises. For more information on these safe places and a list of locations, visit ccysfs.org. This is a message from the Clark County Youth Shelter.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on. Foul. What are you going to tell me again? Foul. Yeah. Foul, bro. Here, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
You're about to get served.
Seriously? Get Allstate. Save money and be protected from mayhem. Like me. Love you, Mom.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A community supporter of our local high school athletics, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. It's a level of care you won't find anywhere else. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com for more information. Priority Radiology, you have a choice. Feeling stressed, anxious, or down? You're not alone. Clark and Floyd System of Care is here to help. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Talk to a trusted teacher, counselor, or friend. Or call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline anytime at 988. Whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression, we're here to guide you. Your mind matters. No one should face their mental health journey alone. A message from Clark and Floyd System of Care. With a wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
As we return here live in the pregame, with my apologies, the breaker that I was told would not be shut off got shut off, and so we are back now and hopefully good for the remainder of the broadcast. My apologies, but hey, we didn't miss a minute of action. It is time for our Northside Securities Keys to the Game. So our Northside Securities Keys to the Game, and where service and protection meet. Northside Security, you can contact them at 812-282-3142. Well, let's get these keys moved over, and for Coach Grants, we'll turn it back over to him. And Coach, your keys first for the visiting Providence Pioneers.
Well, for Providence, the first two go hand in hand, and it revolves around the Floyd Central Big Three. The Big Three being Reed, Higgins, and Kaiser. They are responsible for 2/3 of the scoring for Floyd Central. So for Providence, they have to protect the paint, number one. But then the second part of that is they got to make sure they locate Landon Reed and do not give up any threes. Higgins and Kaiser combined have only made 1 3-pointer per game so far this year. So that's where the protect the paint comes in. But when it comes to Landon Reed, he's making 4+ 3-pointers a game per year. So they need to locate him and take away his jump shot. If you're able to shut down those three, and really just 2 of those 3, then I think it'll look good for Providence's chances to win, because that's where a vast majority of Floyd Central scoring is coming from. And then finally, on the offensive end, Providence has to play downhill. We saw last week Floyd Central against New Albany, where Floyd Central really struggled to keep New Albany in front of them, and help defense was late. That was because New Albany drove downhill. For the Pioneers today, they've got to play downhill on dribble penetration and make Floyd Central decide if they're going to help on the drive or leave shooters open.
All right, well, those are your keys to the game for the Providence Pioneers. Now let's turn to the home Floyd Central Highlanders.
For Floyd Central, number one, you have to match the physicality. Providence's bread and butter, their reputation that they've been known for over a decade now, is their physicality and how they're going to play hard and how they're going to hit you in the mouth early on. So for Floyd Central, they've got to come out and match that from the start. Then we just talked about it, the help defense. They have to start getting stops. Right now they're giving up 71 points per game, and they're going to have to lower that for Floyd Central if they want to get more wins and let that potent offense that's averaging 61 a game really take off for them and be a key point for them. But they have to get stops on the defensive end first, and a lot of that starts not only guarding your yard, but the help defense has to get there sooner so the dribble penetration can't get so deep into the paint. And then finally, finish your opportunities. Again, kind of going back to what we saw last week against New Albany, Floyd Central had a lot of opportunities at the rim that they just didn't finish. Providence is going to play that hard-nosed physical defense.
Yep.
So those opportunities are going to be few and far between for the Highlanders. So when they get those opportunities, they really have to take advantage of it and make them pay when they get the ball around the rim.
Sounds good. Well, those are our Northside Security Keys to the Game, where service and protection meet. This broadcast is authorized by Floyd Central High School with production rights owned by Glycod. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you so much for watching. Let's take a quick break. When we come back, you'll hear from Coach Fonzo White on the other side on Glycod.
Wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms. Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. with health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience, reputation, solutions.
With cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever, the Clark County Health Department offers PulsePoint. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department. You're busy, always on the go, and when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can. You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
Here pregame with Coach Fonzo White before the Highlanders take on the Pioneers. Coach, a couple of tough ball games last week. We'll go first to New Albany, who seemed to attack. What did you learn from that game to take you into Saturday night's game, which was a real nail-biter and a heck of a ball game by your squad?
Well, I mean, the New Albany game was pretty good for a while there. We just got a little bit tired and lazy on stopping straight line drives. And, you know, I told the guys in the locker room after the game that anytime you can put up 66 points, you got to look at something else, because it's not your offense that's hurting you. It's that extra defensive oomph where you don't give up, and you got to have that never give up mentality on the defensive end. But yet I explained to them that we got to be better teammates. We got to communicate better on the defensive side, and we got to trust that if I'm on the ball playing on the ball defense, that I got to trust the guys behind me are going to do their job as well as they expect of me to do my job. And I said, collectively, we got to hold each other accountable for those types of things.
Well, so coming out of that night, then ended up unfortunately losing on a buzzer beater, but had Heritage Hills really the whole way. Your thoughts on that ball game and what you can learn from that taking you forward?
Well, Heritage Hills is going to be similar to Providence. I mean, they're very methodical with how they plan, and they strategically plan on how they're going to attack you. And going into that game, we went over there and we played a 1-2-2 zone, which we played pretty good at it, and we pressured them a little bit, but we jumped out to a nice lead. At one point in time, we were up by 12, but, you know, then a lot of things just didn't fall our way, you know, such as the ball, and then they got a lot of shots at the free throw line, and so, you know, we end up making it a tight game, more tighter than what it should have been. And, of course, at the end, we lose on that three-point shot at the buzzer. And, you know, kids, all in all, you know, we walked away with good spirits, but there were some teachable moments in that game to bring us to this point now that we had to get better on the defensive side of basketball, and hopefully we can show that tonight.
Absolutely. Well, as you've scouted Providence for tonight, what do you see as you've scouted them up?
I mean, they're probably the same as last year. They're going to be physical. They're going to play a little harder than most teams do, you know, especially with their football guys. You know, they're still trying to get their legs underneath them. So hopefully, you know, with them, we're going to have that slow down pace. And they're going to be very strategic on how they're going to score their baskets on you. But again, we just got to be disciplined, and we also got to make them play long possessions as well. We can't go one shot and done and then expect something great to happen for us. We got to be very tactful with how we want to attack and play our game.
Well, besides that, not being one shot and done, just on your side, that is, what are other keys to the game for you guys to win this one?
The key for us is to rebound like we've always have, and we got to be a better rebounding team. The goal for us tonight is to get a lot of paint touches, so we can get to paint touches to a kick out to an open three. We'll take that. But again, you know, it's just explaining to the guys that, you know, we got to make sure that we're a little bit more disciplined and we value the possession of each possession, whether it's defense or offense. And again, just those two things we touched on is rebound the basketball well and getting those paint touches. And then on the defensive side, again, we want to get a lot of deflections if we can.
All right, good luck tonight, Coach. Thanks.
Hey, thank you, as always.
And stay tuned for all the high school basketball action tonight on Glycod.
American Bank, our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
For the area's best pre-owned vehicle prices and selection, visit Jim Butner Auto Group. Since 1955, the Jim Butner family has been Southern Indiana's top choice for reliable, trustworthy, and exceptional service. Enjoy fast and easy financing, no matter your credit history. Visit JimButnerAuto.com or stop by our showroom at 125 West Lewis and Clark Parkway in Clarksville. Discover why Jim Butner Auto Group is striving to serve you better every day. Jim Butner Auto Group, your hometown family dealership since 1955.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on. Foul. What are you going to tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Here, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
About to get served.
Seriously? Get Allstate. Save money and be protected from mayhem. Like me. Love you, Mom.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today. Vaccinations are a key to a healthy future. At the Floyd County Health Department, they can help your child from kindergarten through 12th grade get vaccinated, regardless of insurance status. Check with your doctor to see which vaccines your child may be due for, or call the Floyd County Health Department at 812-948-4726. Again, that's 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
Check it. Ooh.
Need a better battery? Get an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Should have had an Interstate.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
From Glycod, it's Southern Indiana High School basketball. Presented by Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page. He puts you in good hands. Tonight's game is brought to you by Interstate Batteries. Outrageously dependable since 1952. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. Mac Construction. Experience, reputation, solutions. Clark County Health Department. Prevent, promote, protect. Priority Radiology in New Albany. You have a choice. Jim Butner Auto Group in Clarksville. A family tradition of excellence. And by Floyd County Health Department. Deering Floor Center. Our Place. Clark County Youth Services. And Strike and Spare Family Fun Center. Now courtside for all the action from Glycod on Southern Indiana High School basketball. Presented by Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page.
It is time for our starting lineups here from Floyd Central High School, Joe Hinton Court. First up for the visiting Providence Pioneers at 3-0, they will go as follows. Number 1, Preston Kempf, a 5'11 senior guard. Number 13, Elijah Fuller Tucker, a forward, 6'5 and a junior. Drew Kelly, number 20, also at guard, a 5'10 senior guard. Cole Hewitt, a 6'1 senior guard. And Bryson Whitlock, a 6'3 senior forward. Not sure why it says BR there, but we'll put make sure to get the right number. He is number 23, still recovering from our power failure, folks. Okay, for the Highlanders, 13, 15, 22, 11, and 30, and I need to get out of that so we can get going there as Providence immediately going down and getting a shot at it, and then good defense on the other end.
They hurried the starting lineup. They had a technical difficulty with the sound.
That's what I figured, yeah.
They didn't do their normal full video.
You know what they did? They kicked off the breaker. That's what they did.
Probably so.
Well,
it's not just us.
No, that's right. I think they messed everything up. Fuller Tucker down low with the left hand finishes.
Yeah, too easy to catch it in that deep before he faces any resistance. One thing to note that Coach Fonzo said in the pregame talk was that the football guys for Providence are still getting their legs back. So,
and Reed trying to dribble it in there, just had it knocked away. Go ahead, Coach.
Can Floyd Central get them sped up, maybe wear them down over time? So that'll be interesting to see as this game goes on. It's different shape being in football shape versus basketball shape.
Absolutely.
Providence is going to run this motion offense here where they're going to really spread you out. They're going to go 4 high. They're going to try to keep their cutters above the free throw line, extended on the wing, and really try to look for backdoor opportunities and constant movement. No hurry and a lot of patience here.
Well, and you do know that always that Providence is going to be methodical, and they're going to wear you down just with sheer physicality. We talked about that in our opener.
You got to be disciplined mentally. More as physical as they are, you have to be disciplined physically, but man, mentally against Providence, you know you're going to take a beating. And then at the same time on defense, you're going to sit down and guard for 30 or 40 seconds at a time, and you can't let up because they do such a good job of that motion offense continuing to cut and move. For Floyd Central here, a little back screen, double stagger away to get Reed going.
And Kelly steps in the passing lane, goes to the other end, and is fouled.
Be interesting to see. Last week, Reed was in foul trouble against New Albany early and kind of took away some rhythm.
Sure was.
Picked up a quick one there just less than 2 minutes into the game, so they have to have him on the floor. He has to be smart here not to pick up a quick second one.
So that will send Kelly to the line, and now I've got a chance to take a deep breath and say that tonight's starting lineups were presented by Interstate Batteries. get started with interstate batteries. They're outrageously dependable. I never did really get to show you the Highlanders. Camden Harrett, number 11, senior. Landon Reed, number 13. We talked about him in the pregame. 6'3" sophomore. Isaac Kaiser, Jackson Stone, and Sam Higgins. But Logan Young, number 5, has already checked in the ball game for the Highlanders as Kelly makes 1 of 2.
Yeah, Coach Fonzo went to the bench early there with Higgins and Kaiser both coming out. There's something that I think he saw early on, yeah.
So McQuigg, who's got the ball now, also new in the ball game. Jackson Stone dumped down, and Young couldn't finish.
So those missed opportunities. Got to make sure they finish that next time. For Providence here, look just how methodical they are bringing the ball up the court. Again, you can see how high out they start their offense. They really want to get the defense to come out and guard them.
Now Kempf cuts, and that was partially deflected.
That was a great defensive play, great block there.
Kempf, of course, the quarterback of that state-winning Providence football team. Good extra pass there. Harrett buries the 3.
Great inside-out play, and you can see the contrasting styles there. Floyd Central, on the other hand, they want to push, flow right into their offense. Great drive and kick for the knockdown 3. Floyd Central now switching to zone.
Kelly shoots the 3 from the left wing off back iron. Skies for the board, but into the back of Harrett. That was actually Bryson Whitlock going for the board there. A little too much body.
Coach will like that from Harrett. He talked in the pregame about rebounding really being a big emphasis, and so far Floyd Central's coming out and done a great job on the defensive rebounding end.
Trying to find Landon Reed. It was a little too deep, or the pass was a little too hard. Now Young, in battling against Whitlock, draws the foul.
So Providence has decided they're going to face guard Landon Reed, so that his defender is totally not even watching the ball. He's just putting a nose right in Landon Reed's chest. That was a great play there, great call to set up that backdoor opportunity. Just didn't connect on the pass, but those opportunities will be there tonight, and Reed has to continue to move. Essentially, Providence is going to be down 1 help defender if they're going to do that. So the other players will get some more space and opportunities to make some plays.
Young breaks the tie there with a made free throw. Shooting just makes him makes him 3 for 8 now. He came into the ball game just shooting 29%. So he needs some makes here to improve that average, but gets the first. Eyeing the second. That one halfway down, pops back out.
So again, Providence will walk it up. What Providence really wants to do here, and the reason they're starting out so high, is where they lack maybe the ability to make one-on-one plays. If they can get the defense to really come out and spread all the way out to half court, it opens up those backdoor opportunities where maybe the one-on-one basketball isn't much of a factor, but the cutting is there. A little physical down low.
Absolutely. As Young and Elijah Fuller-Tucker going at it there. Ball squirts through the hands of Hewitt.
Floyd Central doing a great job of just staying poised, sitting down, guarding for an entire possession. Cannot relax.
Fuller-Tucker wanting to take Young down. Spin move. Nice.
That was a great spin move.
Jumper.
Great forward. Yeah, tough shot. Good defensive possession by by Floyd Central. You live with those throughout the night. That was a tough shot, and they guarded for a full 30 to 40 seconds there.
Reed takes it into the lane. Can't get the shot to go, but does draw the foul.
Great play right there. Landon Reed, strong left-handed player. You know, Coach Miller's probably talking to his defender saying, hey, we got to take away the left-hand drive. Make him put it on the floor going to his right.
So Reed, who has yet to score tonight, came in an 84% free throw shooter. Going to have another attempt here. That was Drew Kelly who was whistled for that foul, by the way. Reed gets the second to drop.
Floyd Central now coming out with a press, so they're going to try to speed up Providence a little bit, get this game a little bit more up-tempo in their favor. 2-2-1 here. See if they look to trap across half court.
Preston Kempf, smooth. It just takes it right inside. Doesn't give him the opportunity.
Not a bad football player right there, Preston Kempf.
No, not at all. Saw him play a lot this year, and smooth. And once he got rolling there.
He is not afraid to take it in through contact.
No. And that was Carter McQuigg whistled for that foul, I should say.
Both teams struggling here with the free throw line early on.
Neither went. Oh, that favorable tip up there for Young.
Yeah, Coach White has to be pleased with the rebounding effort so far.
Higgins and Kaiser back in. That's Kaiser from the elbow.
Tough shot.
Pretty
there.
shot. Yep.
Back to the 2-2-1.
Coach talked about that it worked well at Heritage Hills. Well broken there by Providence that time. Of course, that wears you down some.
It does wear you down. Again, we talked about those legs with the football players. Will those wear the football players down over time? But the other thing the 2-2-1 does, just try to speed up Providence a little bit and not let them get comfortable.
Young with the body down low. Fuller Tucker. So Young's first, and 3 for each ball club here. Still in the early going.
Floyd Central going to a zone baseline out of bounds play. Looks like they're going to stay in zone here. Yeah, it's just so difficult.
Just trying to give Providence a different look, you think?
It is, and the game of basketball is so much easier to slow down than it is to speed up.
Right.
It is so much easier to slow down and play, keep your opponent under control versus trying to get them to play faster.
Preston Kempf with a good step move there, but couldn't get it to go. Good board, though, by Beckert.
Great ball movement.
Good ball movement, but Hewitt can't get the jump shot to go. Landon Reed ends up with it. Lucas Mock playing a little bit of defensive back there, too.
Floyd Central has matched the physicality early on. Great backdoor and find right there.
Super play by Kaiser. We'll save that one to show you here in just a little while because that was pretty play.
Yeah, Floyd Central's came out and matched the physicality early and have rebounded the ball pretty well. They've set down, they've guarded.
Ball poked away into the hands of Young, but then right back, Lucas Mock finds Elijah Fuller Tucker, but he was his pocket picked, and then ball back up and in. Was that Mock? Yes,
that was
it was.
Mock, and he had his own player defending him on the shot. Another backdoor opportunity.
Great play by Higgins.
Kind of a broken play there. Kaiser to stay with it and find Higgins on the back door.
And Kempf is just going to drive through that and find Fuller Tucker. And that will lead to a timeout. So a timeout on the floor called by Floyd Central. And we will take a timeout as well. We'll be back with more here on Glycod.
Can't leave your dog while you're gone? Maybe you just want to increase their socialization. Try Bark Jeff. They provide a cage-free, all-day play center that dogs will love. With well-trained staff available around the clock, their professionals offer comfortable grooming, plus nightly dog slumber parties. For more information on their services or to register as a new client, visit BarkJeff.com. Bark Jeff is located at 1006 East 10th Street in Jeff, where the cool dogs play.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
As we return to this two-point ball game here with 53.3 seconds left, let's show you that Isaac Kaiser bucket from a few moments ago.
Yeah, just a great job on the weak side here. Just a simple exchange, defender overplayed, great back door.
And then on the other end, the time to show you that one, but great drive by Kemp.
Yeah, the Floyd Central 2-2-1 is going to have to do a little bit better job of taking away those straight line drives. Love the idea of the pressure. The help defense has got to get there and shut down those lanes a little bit quicker.
Higgins on the other end with that nice drive along the baseline. As the first quarter begins to wane to a close here. Fuller Tucker has it poked away to McQuigg. Ahead, Jackson Stone. Higgins can't get it to go, and they're going to call goaltends, I believe.
Yeah, slapped the backboard and I think caused that to come out. That was a great transition play right there by Floyd Central. That ball never touched the ground. That was good heads up by Floyd Central there for the quick score right before that quarter.
Higgins there with a bump that was a bit unnecessary. Let's just say it that way.
Yeah, I don't want to give one up there at the end.
Fourth team foul on Floyd.
Yeah, not yet to the bonus, so maybe one to give.
Yeah, could be that that was a bit intentional just to make Providence reset.
Right.
Preston Kemp looking to drive, poked away. Jackson Stone to McQuigg. He can't get the arching shot to go at the end of one. Floyd Central 15, Providence 9. Come on back. Second quarter upcoming here on Glycod.
Feeling stressed, anxious, or down? You're not alone. Clark and Floyd System of Care is here to help. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Talk to a trusted teacher, counselor, or friend. Or call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline anytime at 988. Whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression, we're here to guide you. Your mind matters. No one should face their mental health journey alone. A message from Clark and Floyd System of Care.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
As we return here to Floyd Central High School, ready to start the second quarter, I'm Dr. Todd Carter. Alongside me, Coach Andrew Grants, Christian Sanchez on our camera tonight, and so happy to be with you here from Joe Hinton Court as we got a 15-9 ball game, and we've seen a lot of what we sort of expected so far, Coach.
Yeah, you got to give a lot of credit to Floyd Central for how they've came out and guarded. They have set down and guarded some long possessions. They've rebounded the ball well. Defensively, they've done a good job. I think Coach would be happy with that first quarter.
Sam Higgins on the baseline, can't get that one to go. Higgins leading the Highlanders thus far with 6. And that's Cole Harrett. Nice move there.
Cole Harrett just makes those little extra plays. He did that against New Albany last week, doing it again tonight. But you've got to be pleased if you're Coach Fonzo White. Floyd Central has came out and matched Providence's physicality from the start.
And excuse me, folks, that's Camden Harrett. I'm sorry, I don't know where he got the Cole from, but Cam Harrett. And on the other side, 3-point bucket there from Duke Beckert.
Yeah, Floyd came out in the zone, just a reversal by Providence there to get the zone shifted and look for that open opportunity.
So still 5-point game. Harrett draws the foul.
Yeah, it definitely was a block. He was just about a half step slow getting there.
We're going to show you that last play here, I believe. Yep.
Yeah,
so actually, it was a little bit where the seas parted, and he just had a lane to the basket.
He did. It was a great reverse layup there, using the rim as protection.
Harrett with a little chuckle there as he banks it in. So Cam Harrett
It's not.
And actually, coming in, it was a 33% free throw shooter. So I'm thinking maybe using the square might not be a bad idea.
Yeah, might be on purpose. Banking holiday hasn't started yet.
That one wouldn't fly. Tipped around, but into the hands of Cole Hewitt. That's where I was. That's my Cole Hewitt and Cam Harrett.
You were just combining them to create a super player.
I was right,
yeah.
Exactly.
I tell you what, I've been really impressed. I'm watching Higgins a lot, 33 for Floyd Central. His physicality has set the tone for this game. There he is again.
Oh, ball sort of knocked away from him. Now Kaiser with it, uses his body to isolate. Nice play there.
Yeah, Floyd Central just taking it to him right now, not backing down, and they are playing hard and playing physical. Harrett and Higgins, especially Higgins with Tucker Fuller, he's gotten in some battles down there on the post, but his box outs have been phenomenal. I think the rest of the team is feeding off of that.
Preston Kempf with the left hand.
Kempf is so shifty, as you could tell if you watched him play football, but he carries it over to the basketball floor just as well.
Ball knocked into the backcourt. Mock tracks it down. Well done there.
What a fantastic find across the court.
And that was Cole Hewitt. And a timeout taken by Floyd Central. So we will take a timeout as well. I'll show you that play when we come back here on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by New Albany State Farm Insurance Agent Theresa Lamb. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
5:30 remains here, second quarter, and Providence cutting into that Floyd Central lead down to a 4-point game. Let's show you that last play or a portion of it here. Just a great find and layup there for the Pioneers.
Easy transition basket. It all started with Lucas Mock on the defensive end getting a steal, but then the awareness to see an offensive player cutting all the way across the court to be able to find him. Great job by Mock there.
And gives us the opportunity to say, for the latest updates on all things high school athletics, including continuous score updates, visit Glycod.com. We really enjoy what we do and appreciate your supports. Glycod.com.
We do enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it.
Wouldn't be here if otherwise.
No,
yeah.
This is great. Get to come watch great basketball. Great production. Get to work with you.
I appreciate that, Coach.
This is great.
I feel the same way. Except when the power goes out. Then it's panic. Yeah. But then after that, it's all good.
Just keeps things interesting.
That's right. Landon Reed, a little curl there. Loses the handle, but gets it back.
Yeah, that time, that switch out, they didn't let him come back to his left, kept him right.
Higgins shoots the three. It rolls off the back iron. Harrett ends up saving it right into the hands of Hewitt.
Now, Providence is okay with that. You see Coach Miller saying, slow down, slow down. Providence is okay with that. What they're doing is that ball got into the paint on the dribble penetration because there was no help. They were taking away Landon Reed. That opened up the kick out, but like we talked, they want to make Higgins take those outside shots.
Elijah Fuller-Tucker sort of lost the handle and ended up pitching it off of the knee of Carter McQuigg.
Yeah, that last possession for Providence on the defensive end is their ideal possession. Take away Landon Reed, you make them kick it out to someone else and have to beat you on outside shots. Floyd Central coming out here in another zone. Looks like either a flat 1-3-1 or a tandem 2-3. Looks more like a tandem 2-3 here.
With Jackson Stone there trying to kind of protect the middle, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you've got, again, Higgins just getting physical with Fuller-Tucker down low. There's a battle going on down there that's entertaining to watch.
Drive there by Mock. ends up trying to find and does find Beckert for 3.
You know, Mock may be undersized, but he sees the floor really well. Great push right back up the floor. Easy finish there for McQuigg. And those are the momentum killers. You hit a big 3, and Floyd Central wants to play a little bit faster. They like to push in transition, where maybe Providence is a little bit slower, more used to slowing it down. They've got to be back and ready and aware.
And left alone right there at the front of the dish was Mock.
And Mock with the rebound there. He has come to play tonight, having a great game.
Preston Kempf. Oh, batted out of there by McQuigg.
Yeah, great play by McQuigg. Way to get it ahead.
And Higgins couldn't get it, and then Landon Reed tied up, jump ball. And that'll go Providence's way.
Great effort there by Floyd Central to get back quickly. McQuigg with the block. Offensive rebound by Reed. Highlanders are battling tonight.
But a 1-point game. We had a lead of 6 a couple of times.
Yeah, just when you thought that maybe Floyd Central was going to extend this lead, and Providence just continues to fight. They started with the defensive end, getting a couple turnovers and some easy baskets.
Well, and that does always seem like Providence basketball, doesn't it?
Yes.
Just dig hard on that defensive end, and good things will happen on the offensive end.
Absolutely. Will not go down without a fight, for sure.
Beckert shoots the 3 again, buries it.
That is 3 for Beckert.
Got 9 to lead the Pioneers.
For Floyd Central, if you're going to stay in that zone, you got to make sure you know where he is on that weak side. Each one of his 3s has came off of ball reversal or skip to him on the weak side.
So Floyd Central trails. Kaiser, extra pass there to Stone, gets it back. Oh, poked away into the hands of Beckert.
Coach Miller, again, very adamant. Slow down.
Mock. And a little too much hands there by Jackson Stone. First foul against the Highlanders.
Well, I tell you what, ever since Providence has entered Mock into the game, they have just taken their play to another level. He has set the tone, finding open players and making great defensive plays.
Kemp finds Beckert on the cross-court pass. This one won't go, but Fuller Tucker down with it and then hits the deck. And out comes Providence with it.
As those offensive rebounds Coach talked about, can't give those up. Floyd Central extending out. They got to make sure they find Beckert, and they know where he is at all times. They cannot give him another open look. They got away with one on that last play.
Now Fuller Tucker, the forward, out at the circles, hands off to Mock. To Kempf.
Kempf will shoot it, but doesn't prefer to. I believe he'd like to try to get to the rim and use that strength and speed to his advantage.
Gets a little screen there, but still cut off. Mock nearly has it taken away. Beckert drives it.
How about that play?
Nice play there by Beckert.
You just made 3 in a row. What's the best weapon in your arsenal at that point is the shot fake and get to the rim.
And we've got somebody with blood on them just a little bit. So Beckert leading the way for Providence with 11.
Just a great basketball IQ play. You know they're going to fly at you after hitting a few. You use that shot fake and get yourself an easy basket at the rim.
So Stone looks like they might be content to hold, and a foul comes against Landon Reed. That was Beckert.
Yeah, if you feel confident enough in your team that they can take care of the basketball for 35 seconds, worst case scenario, you go into halftime down 4, but
Kaiser couldn't connect there.
Now you open maybe with a 3 here being a 3-possession game versus a 2-possession game. Providence will definitely hold for the last possession.
You would think so, but taken away.
Yeah, Harrod right there to make another heady play.
Landon Reed shoots the three, can't get it to go. Beckert skies for the board. Landon Reed been quiet. Preston Kempf drives, kicks, Mock, cross court. Beckert shoots the long three, can't get it to fall. Kaiser tries to sky it the other way, and it will fall harmlessly. So we are at halftime with the Pioneers 26 and the Highlanders 22. We will step away and get the halftime show ready for you. Be back with that here on Glycott.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You're busy, always on the go, and when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family-owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can.
When young people need a place to go and someone to help, there's always a safe place nearby. Clark County Youth Shelter and Family Services, a local nonprofit organization, designates businesses and organizations throughout Clark and Floyd counties as safe places, which offer immediate help and safety to area youth who are experiencing crises. For more information on these safe places and a list of locations, visit ccysfs.org. This is a message from the Clark County Youth Shelter.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout Southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on. Foul. What are you going to tell me again? Foul. Yeah. Foul, bro. Okay, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock yourself out. You're about to get served.
Seriously?
Get Allstate. Save money and be protected from mayhem. Like me. Love you, Mom.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A community supporter of our local high school athletics, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. It's a level of care you won't find anywhere else. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com for more information. Priority Radiology, you have a choice.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Priority Radiology, offering full-service outpatient imaging services from their clinic at 807 Northgate Boulevard in New Albany. To schedule an appointment, visit PriorityRadiology.com.
As we return to halftime here at Joe Hinton Court, Floyd Central High School, with the Providence Pioneers leading Floyd Central 26-22 in Southern Indiana High School basketball tonight. And Coach Grants, this one really Highlanders led most of the first quarter, all of the first quarter, most of the second, and then Providence with really great methodical play and three-point shooting by Duke Beckert have taken the lead.
Yeah, Beckert was the difference there in the second quarter. Well, him and Mock both. The first quarter really went more Floyd Central's way. That the pace and the tempo was more their favor. It really started with taking care of the basketball and getting defensive rebounds that allowed them to play a little more up and down. There in the second quarter, Mock just came out. He made some great defensive plays, got into the paint, the ball reversal to find Beckert and bang 3 threes. When you've only scored 22 and 26 points, those 3 threes are huge. And so Floyd Central staying in that zone, which not a bad idea, but for Providence to be able to knock down the outside shot off the ball reversal is huge, and we'll see if that makes Floyd Central come out of that zone a little bit, because early in the game, Providence was able to play their man-to-man and be very slow and methodical in it, and so Floyd Central with a little dilemma here. Do we get aggressive and maybe give up some easy opportunities and get the game going in our favor, or do we stay back in the zone and just continue to grind this thing out?
Absolutely. Well, let's step aside, hear from some more of our fantastic Glycod sponsors. When we come back, we'll get you the German American Bank halftime numbers, so stay tuned for that here on Glycod.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A community supporter of our local high school athletics, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. It's a level of care you won't find anywhere else. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com for more information. Priority Radiology, you have a choice.
This is what excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's 2 sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive. It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mack Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
You wouldn't notice or smell radon, yet this dangerous gas is the #1 cause of cancer among non-smokers. 1 in 3 Indiana homes tested show radon above safe levels, and those levels tend to spike during the winter when closed windows prevent heat and radon from escaping. If you live in Floyd County, you can get a free radon test kit while supplies last from the Floyd County Health Department. For more information, contact them at 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department.
Feeling stressed, anxious, or down? You're not alone. Clark and Floyd System of Care is here to help. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Talk to a trusted teacher, counselor, or friend. Or call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline anytime at 988. Whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression, we're here to guide you. Your mind matters. No one should face their mental health journey alone. A message from Clark and Floyd System of Care.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
At German American Bank, our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
We will get you the numbers here quickly as we return and get ready for the second half of play. But our German American Bank halftime stats are upcoming. We can tell you that Duke Beckert led the Providence Pioneers with 11. And a nice bucket there. Floyd Central coming out of the break by Cam Harrett.
Yeah, great start there to the second half. Great first possession, easy score right at the rim.
Elijah Fuller-Tucker leading with 6 points at halftime. And then Sam Higgins, Isaac Kaiser, and Cam Harrett, all three with 6 points for the Highlanders at the break. And Drew Kelly on the other end.
Yeah, great straight line drive downhill. For Floyd Central, those three scorers they have, Higgins, Harrett, and Kaiser, those are the ones, and there's Kaiser there. Those are the ones that you want to have scoring if Reed is having an off game. So picking up some of the scoring opportunities there. Kaiser's been very, very efficient tonight with that mid-range pull-up.
He sure has been. So game back down to 2. That's Hewitt, finds Whitlock down low. Whitlock was a bit quiet in the first half.
It's an unfortunate mistake there. Looking to throw it long on the inbound play, and right underneath the basket, hit the backboard, and ball goes right back to Providence. And that previous play before that, that's where Providence gets you, is the passer, just an immediate cut. As a defender, your natural reaction as your guy gives up the ball is to take that split second to relax and catch your breath. And good slip there on the down screen out.
Fuller-Tucker using his body. Harrett, and then Jackson Stone ends up cleaning it up there for the Highlanders, going the other way. Offensive foul. Show you that one back.
Yeah, tough one there, but good job by the defender there to keep his head in front of the basketball. Yeah, so Providence early on here has gotten 3 good shots at the rim. See Floyd Central, this is where they go man-to-man. Providence looks for a lot for those down screens and slip those down screens and look for those back cut opportunities. Floyd Central's got to take away the face cuts. I think that was one reason they went to the zone early on in the first half, was to take away the cutting.
And couldn't get that one to fall, but nice arching shot there. That was Whitlock again. Again, quiet in the first half. I had him for no points. That was very unofficial, but.
Yeah, he 20 points coming off of his last game. But then to come out tonight, and even though he was a little quiet in the first half, that's where you got to give credit to Lucas Mock for coming in off the bench.
Yep.
So this is the dilemma playing a Providence team, is if you stay zone, you take away one of their key strengths, and that's screening and cutting. But if you go man-to-man and you get out and pressure them, you try to get the game more in your pace if you're Floyd Central to speed it up. But then you give up the cutting and the and the screening. So it's kind of pick your poison.
It's a chess game a little bit.
Yes, it is.
Whitlock nails both. Kaiser tries to find Higgins, who couldn't hold on. Kempf trying to drive around Jackson Stone. Right hand gets it to go. Pretty shot
play
there.
Yeah, and what set that up was Kemp's ability to stop on a dime twice to get the separation from his defender.
And just like that, we had a 2-point game, balloons out to 8, and then another turnover by Floyd Central.
Yeah, Providence just collapsing on drives so hard and being extra physical with it.
Cam Harrett sticking his paw in there, knocking that one into the third row.
So the last few drives for Floyd Central, as soon as the ball gets into the paint, there is a second Providence, sometimes a third Providence defender there trying to get hands on the basketball. So Floyd Central is going to have to match that physicality that we talked about and make sure they're strong with it.
Well, and Floyd Central, other than the 1 3-pointer by Camden Harrett, has not shot the ball well from outside tonight. So that's allowing Providence as well to collapse, correct?
Correct, and that's...
Speaking of a 3, that was Hewitt, but couldn't get that one to go.
Yeah, now Providence, too, is getting some more second chance opportunities as well. Getting beat on the boards, or doing the beating on the boards, I should say. But for Floyd Central, you know, the only player that has consistently hit multiple threes a game is Landon Reed. But for Providence, they're completely taking that away. So, again, they're going to live with anyone else taking and even possibly making a couple outside shots.
Landon Reed, this is very unofficial, folks, but I've got him with 1 made free throw, so 1 point.
Yeah. Providence with that face guard.
Oh, nice block there.
Yeah, McQuigg with the great recovery. He's got a few blocks tonight.
Down low in there, that's low, and Noah Leeser, that's checked in the ball game. Son of Providence Athletics Director Ted Leeser.
Yeah, another battle going on down low.
He's battling with senior Braden Noble, who checked in the ball game for Floyd.
And just watch Providence here, how they continuously cut and move. If they're overplayed back door, they cut and find the next person filling in.
Ball poked around. Higgins can't corral.
A lot of what you'll see with Providence is very similar to Bellarmine. If you go watch Bellarmine basketball right across the river, the offense that they run is very, very similar, where they try to bring all their players as high up the court as possible.
Again, Providence being patient.
Yeah, it's been almost a minute now.
Landon Reed takes it away.
Great
behind the back and lays it up and in.
Just a smooth play. And you got to continue to give credit to Floyd Central. They are sitting down and guarding for long possessions.
Poked that ball away, picked it up, and went behind the back with it. Try to show you that replay maybe, because that was a nice play. But Reed, again, been quiet. I just have him with 3 points tonight.
Yeah, smooth play there. Maybe it's the defense that gets the offense going for him.
Trying to step through was Mock, and he's fouled.
You know, the other thing that the Providence offense does is make a great play there, behind the back, just smooth, stepping over the guy, kind of try to get the crowd going, and then they walk the ball up the floor.
Right.
And it just kind of kills that
that
home advantage that you have.
Yep.
The referee talking to the bigs down low to clean it up a little bit.
Yep. So inbounds to Leeser. Gets it right out to Hewitt. Takes it down in. That was partially blocked. Kaiser ahead. And a great finish there by Parker Kays, the sophomore, checked in the ball game.
Yeah, another block shot for Floyd Central, leading to an easy transition score, and we're just back to a 4-point game again.
Yep. So far, every time, Providence has had an answer. Trying to get the ball down low to Leeser and tie it up. Going to call a foul, this one against Reed. At least it sure looks like it will be.
Yeah, I'm watching Leeser there. Looks like he maybe came down awkward on that elbow.
Well, I wasn't keeping up. Team's fifth, so Leeser will head to the line. Have a chance to score with the clock stopped. And no fouls committed by the Pioneers thus far in this quarter.
Yeah, and really Floyd Central, most of their points have came in transition opportunities. Other than the first basket to start the half, they haven't really found much in the half court.
Leeser nails both.
Now, so again, if you watch down here in the corner closest to us, Mock is just a full face guard with Reed, not even concerned with where the basketball is.
Oh, McQuigg trying to just lob it over. Leeser reaches up and pokes it away, and Providence with it. That's 6'5" there, young man, with long arms.
He is lanky. Been able to get a hand on that.
Kempf down low. Noble stops him out to Whitlock. Nails the three. And just like that, we're back out to a 9-point game. Bryson Whitlock.
Kempf is just so hard to keep out of the paint. He is so good at changing speeds very quickly.
Mock changed that shot up for Reed. And then a foul. And that's going to send Kempf to the line. Yep. Shooting foul. Message just. So that was against Carter McQuigg, and Kempf should be headed to the line here. Headed down to, 4, Coach? And back out now with 1:43 left in the third to a 9-point game.
Yep, headed down to 4, had a chance there, and got to credit Kempf with his ability to get into the paint and find the open shooter to find Whitlock to knock down the three. You know what makes Kempf so difficult is based on the scouting report and how they play him, he doesn't want to shoot the outside shot that much, and you almost have to dare him into it, but just his ability to use his body to find angles, and again, that comes from football, probably where he learned that, and he's carried that over to the basketball floor and able to get into the lane.
And Kaiser fouled. And they're going to call that on Preston Kempf. He didn't agree with that, but that's what the man in the striped shirt said. Well, the other thing I've noticed with Preston Kempf, and this is definitely from being a football quarterback, is the decision-making. And we've got a timeout on the floor. I don't know who called that, but we'll take a timeout and figure it out. We'll be back with more here on Glycod.
Hi, I'm Isaiah. And I'm Grant. I'm vape-free because I've witnessed and experienced firsthand how tobacco can affect teens who want an escape from school, work, or other social activities. When it comes to curbing teenage use of tobacco and e-cigarettes, actions speak. Voice Indiana engages, educates, and empowers teens throughout the state to take action by promoting and celebrating a lifestyle free of tobacco and e-cigarettes.
Find out how you can be part of the statewide youth empowerment movement and help end teenage nicotine use by going to voiceindiana.org.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
As we return to live action. Reed could not get that one to go. And now a follow by Kaiser and the harm.
Great play by Kaiser right there for Providence to give them 3 opportunities, too many. But I think out of that timeout, Coach Fonzo White was trying to get Landon Reed going. He set up that weak side play on the sideline out of bounds to clear out an isolation for him on the right side, and you could tell they were trying to find him again right away off the offensive rebound. When Landon Reed is aggressive like that, it opens up those offensive rebound opportunities because he's what they call a gravity guy. He requires so much attention that oftentimes you lose sight of other players that are going to fly in and get offensive rebounds or make back cuts because you're watching so much of what Landon Reed's doing.
And back to live action there with Mock getting a shot from the left side of the dish and drew the foul. Will go to the line. Parker Kays with the foul.
Yeah, Mock right there with just a good job being undersized, of being able to come to the jump stop, play off 2 feet, and let his defender just run right into him.
Mock couldn't get that one to fall, though. Mock with 5 now in the contest after that made free throw.
Run a little floppy action down low here. Get some shooters coming off some screens. ISO on this right side.
Higgins is going to shoot the 3. Off iron, battered around by Stone. Beckert up with it. And they're going to call a foul. So Providence will come to the other end and get to shoot free throws again. Parker Kays again. His second.
Yeah, Beckert, a big rebound there, just tapping and battling for it to come out with it and stay strong with it against that trap.
Beckert, the sweet shot, both outside. We saw him drive inside earlier and now from the free throw line.
Yeah, he's played a very, very solid game coming off the bench for the Pioneers.
And back to a 10-point game as Beckert checks to the sideline.
Yeah, Floyd Central here would definitely want to cut this to single digits before you get to the fourth quarter. When you're playing a team like Providence, 10 points feels more like 20.
Yeah,
just because
little too much hand there from Sam Higgins. Push off, and Providence will head back to the other end to shoot free throws again. Little too much physicality there, Coach.
I don't believe it should be free throws. A player control
yeah,
foul.
You're right. Player control foul should not be. Nope. You are absolutely correct.
But I would not be surprised here for Providence to try to run this clock out and get the last shot.
Preston Kempf, though, has a lane, lays it up and in.
Not when you get your best penetrator downhill in transition. You let him go.
Yep. Landon Reed trapped. Lost the ball on the floor, and then Kelly, I believe, with the foul. Yep. Drew Kelly with the foul.
Fortunate there.
Stone to trigger. Gets it to Kays.
For these Providence players that are coming from football, what they lack in legs, maybe they make up for in that winner's mentality. Having gone through the grind and understanding what it takes.
Trying to find Kays there, and he was not exactly expecting the ball. We're going to show you that Preston Kempf drive here while we've got the opportunity, folks, because that was pretty to take it to 12. Kaiser with the inbounds. Off back iron. And the ball heaved, and that brings us to the end of 3. So at the end of 3, 12-point lead for the Pioneers. Come on back. We'll have the fourth quarter upcoming here on Glycod.
Wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet. Feeling stressed, anxious, or down? You're not alone. Clark and Floyd System of Care is here to help. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Talk to a trusted teacher, counselor, or friend. Or call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline anytime at 988. Whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression, we're here to guide you. Your mind matters. No one should face their mental health journey alone. A message from Clark and Floyd System of Care.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
As we return to Joe Hinton Court here at Floyd Central High School with the Highlanders trailing the Providence Pioneers. I'm Dr. Todd Carter, Coach Andrew Grant's with me. Christian Sanchez running our camera tonight.
Yeah, this is where that 12-point lead for Providence feels more like maybe a 20-point lead just because you know there's going to be limited possession. So when Floyd Central gets opportunities, they got to take advantage of it.
Good follow there after the block. I don't know how much of that we got. We'll try to show it to you here.
Floyd Central does a pretty good job of blocking shots. It's their 4th or 5th block this evening.
That will send Fuller Tucker to the line. And I've got the young man still with 6. He did not score there in that third period of play.
No, and Higgins early on, like we talked about down low, just got super physical with him. Obviously by design, try to take him out of some rhythm of what he normally likes to do. Good
Kaiser, yes, nicely done there, finding Reed.
Yeah, great play there. That's what you have to do against that face guard is look for those backdoor opportunities.
Time with Quigg cut off. Preston Kempf, and then Kaiser running over Lucas Mock. Now, that kind of looks like a all-glycod wide receiver hitting a defensive back there from Providence and Lucas Mock.
Yeah, that was I like what Floyd Central did right there with doubling Kempf and making someone else try to bring it up the floor against you. Just can't tackle the guy.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that not appropriate.
Floyd Central going to that double team now, trying to speed them up. They got to get more possessions.
Left Beckert alone. Offensive foul. Little shove there by Elijah Fuller Tucker. He looked surprised. He made the dolly 2 hands against the side of the face look there.
Nobody ever thinks they foul.
Right.
Yeah. I asked a player the other day. I said, you complain about the ref fouls, but do you ever go over and thank him whenever he misses one? That he
yeah, right.
Thank you, sir, for missing that foul on me. I definitely hacked him.
Sure, yeah. So the Highlanders still being patient. They need to score and need to score in some bunches here. Landon Reed loses the handle. Mock, again, this time reaches in.
Maybe, but Providence just setting the tone physically against
absolutely.
Reed. Yeah, if you're Providence, you want to, or excuse me, Floyd Central, you want to keep looking for those opportunities, those backdoor opportunities for Reed. Even there, a great play to use Reed as a screener. You had him on the pop.
And then ball taken away. Mock, good hands again. Ball on the floor.
Man,
and timeout taken by Providence.
How about Lucas Mock just with the dirty hustle plays tonight?
All right, we'll take a timeout as well. More fourth quarter upcoming on Glycon.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash, proud sponsor of Jeffersonville High School, located on 10th Street across from the new Kroger.
As we return here to tonight's ball game, just want to remind you that for the latest updates on all things high school athletics, including continuous score updates, visit glycod.com. We really enjoy what we do and appreciate your support.
Got to correct myself there. I said dirty play. I should have said dirty work.
Yeah,
the
dirty work. Nope,
play was
I
not
knew
dirty.
what you meant.
Yes.
Yeah, no, it was really great play down low there.
Oh, he just scrappy and then knock the ball away, be the first one on the floor. Just continues to make the effort, the hustle plays that have been the difference.
Should tell you that after tonight's ball game, Glycod's going to take a little holiday break as well. Live basketball returns January 3rd, 7 p.m. Our Southern Indiana game, Manual versus New Albany from Jeff High School. So that's an interesting setting for that clash on the 3rd. That'll be our first game back after a brief break. Preston Kempf trying to get it to Fuller Tucker.
These are the opportunities you got to take advantage of.
Absolutely. And Landon Reed scores there.
If I'm Floyd here, you maybe go double Kempf early. Make him give it up.
Kempf back out to Mock. Highlanders cut it to 9. Beautiful play there. And slamming it home, Elijah Fuller Tucker.
All started with Kemp's penetration.
Absolutely. I'll highlight that one to show you. The 3 on the other end won't go. That gives us a chance to show you that pretty play by the Pioneers.
Yeah, great job right here. Driving it kind of off of almost turned into a ball screen.
Yep.
Got a little jaw in here.
Yep.
If you're Providence,
Camden Harrod and Preston Kempf. I think Camden Harrod with his arms out, and Kempf ended up hitting the dirt and hitting the floor. Excuse me, it's not dirt, floor. And Coach Miller trying to get Preston Kempf on the bench to say, hey, we've got a lead here. Let's not do anything silly. Just take a big, deep breath.
Yeah, do not give them the opportunity. Again, one of the differences with football, you could jaw a little bit with that face mask on.
Yep.
Basketball, not so much.
Well, and you're going to go back to your own side and run another play, but in basketball, you're going to have to go right back there and guard and be trying to be right up next to that guy you're trying to defend against.
Yeah.
Ball taken away by the Highlanders.
Another opportunity they got to take advantage of.
Reed trying to go against Fuller Tucker, can't get it done. 13 versus 13, and the blue 13 comes out on the top edge of that one.
Yeah, that was a great wall up, just going straight up and down, making the offensive player have to finish over tall, long arms at the rim. Providence is going to work this here and get the exact shot that they want. Just got to take care of it, though. They've had a couple turnovers here lately. Got to be strong with the ball.
Whitlock gives it up. Well, and that's really the great sixth defender here for Providence is that time clock. Because it's rolling down. Oh, beautiful work there.
Great possession. You take 30, 40, 50 seconds off the clock, get a wide open layup. Strong with the ball, let Floyd Central double.
And then that shot waved off for the foul. We'll show you the final moments of that pretty ball movement there for Providence, ending up with Cole Hewitt and the layup. Well done.
The poise versus pressure, that is key. If they want to pressure you, let them pressure you. Let them double you. They have to give something up. If you can stay poised and get it out of the double team, a lot of times there's a layup at the other end of it.
Inbounds to Kaiser. Kaiser takes it up strong, just couldn't get it to go.
No, great ball fake, great move.
Did everything but get the bottom of the net, and ahead to Fuller Tucker, who draws the foul. Well done there. He just drew that and will go to the line.
Kemp's biggest strength is his ability to slow down with a full head of steam. Even right there, right before he crosses half court, he stops, gets his head up, finds the open Fuller Tucker underneath the basket.
Off back iron, though.
Floyd Central coming in this game averaging 61 points a game, almost 62, and right now at 37. A lot of credit to that Providence defense. It's always one of the top in the state every year.
Fuller Tucker bounces home the second. He's got 10 in the contest. Under 4 minutes. That was Jackson Stone's third foul, by the way. There's Stone, and can't get the shot to fall, but does draw the harm, much to the chagrin of the Providence faithful to our left.
Yeah, if you're Providence, you do not want to foul and let them get points on the board while the clock is stopped.
Stone nails the first. I have that as his first point of the ball game. Gets both, though.
Go double right away.
Kempf flirts with that sideline. Does a great job, though.
He does. Yeah, and if you're Floyd, you can't give up the sideline. If you know the double team's coming from the middle, you got to make sure you get him forced back to where the double team's coming from.
Hewitt had a little trouble holding on to it, but ends up, and then Kempf couldn't find Fuller Tucker. They're going to say off the hands of Floyd Central, though.
Coach White not happy about that one.
Kempf looks to inbounds, does to Kelly. To Kempf. He thought about the three, but splits the defender instead. Travel.
Yeah, not a smart play there. A technical foul.
A technical foul?
Yeah.
I didn't see who that was against.
Kempf.
Against Kempf, yep.
Yeah, just not a smart time to pick that one up.
So Kempf sits. Whitlock goes to the into the ball game. Reed makes both. Back to a 10-point game, but boy, oh boy, Coach, 3:12. That's not much time for the Highlanders. They do get the ball back here, but
yeah, opportunity to cut it to single digits. Yeah, you're right. It's not much time, especially with Providence running out the clock. But man, you get this to 7 or 8 points right now with 3 minutes to go, and all of a sudden, it's got an opportunity to have an unbelievable finish and just a couple possessions away. Great up and under.
Kaiser can't get it to fall, though.
Man, Floyd's had 2 or 3 this quarter that just right off the rim like that.
Yep. Kaiser came into the ballgame shooting 55% from the field, so.
It's a great move, great footwork, great step through.
Exactly, did everything but knock it down.
Yeah.
Whitlock goes through the double team, gets it to Fuller Tucker, who draws the foul. So Kaiser commits the foul. Both teams have, Providence has actually committed 5 fouls this half.
Big, if he could make this here opportunity for Providence to kind of weather the storm there.
Mini storm, yep.
Yeah, could have easily been a 7-point game and knock this one down. You're right back to 11. It was a 12-point game when the technical happened, so. There you go.
And Fuller Tucker does.
1 point difference throughout that extra possession and extra free throws for the Highlanders. So Providence got away with one there.
Higgins couldn't make it happen, and Kelly ends up with the board. Mock working it down. Providence doing a good job there. McQuigg ends up on the deck and ends up losing the ball out of bounds.
Called a
timeout.
They're going to
say
a
timeout. So a timeout taken by Floyd Central. Hey, that gives us time to take a quick fourth quarter break as well. Back with more here on Glide Tide.
Has already reached epidemic proportions in the U.S. More than 3.6 million U.S. youth use e-cigarettes, including 1 out of every 5 in high school. And many of those who are vaping want to quit. Get real about quitting and put your health first when you live vape-free. For the support needed to quit, text the word Indiana to 873-373. Again, that's text the word Indiana to 873-373. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
Live here at Floyd Central, Joe Hinton Courts, where the Pioneers lead the Highlanders 52-41. The Pioneers looking to go to 4-0 on the season. And they were started 4-0 on their way to that 21-6 record back in 2021-22 when they won a Class 1A state championship. I'm not calling that. I'm just saying.
You gotta like it.
They started 4-0.
If you're a Pioneers fan, you gotta like the trend.
Sam Higgins gets underneath low and fouled by Whitlock. And that's 5 on Whitlock. So Bryson Whitlock fouls out with 7, disqualified with 7, all in the second half.
Yeah, he came out in the second half and played very well. And it's a big difference maker in that third quarter with that limited time that he had in the first half.
So Duke Beckert with his 13 points in the contest checks back in.
Yeah, and got to love having Beckert on the floor. That soft shooting touch, get him in there for free throws. Highlanders chance to cut it to single digits here.
Higgins nails both.
Floyd Central's not going away. They continue to battle.
Oh, kick there. Jackson Stone trying to keep that ball from advancing.
So right now you've got Kempf and Whitlock both on the bench. Those are experienced senior guards. Maybe to handle this pressure, but not able to be on the floor right now.
Kelly trying to split the defense, and the ball out of bounds. And I think they're going to say it's off of Floyd Central.
Wow. He still has not made a call. They're going to meet and talk about it. I thought that might have been off of Providence, just the direction
of the ball. The way it went from between the feet.
Yeah.
They're going to say it was off the leg of Reed, maybe. Ooh. Oh, nearly over and back. Oh, Fuller Tucker, nice play there.
Yeah,
well done.
Got Kempf back in the game, and he was the one that attacked there. Great patience by Fuller Tucker.
3 won't fall. Kaiser and Fuller Tucker battling for it there. Oh, then the ball nearly taken away, but Jackson Stone loses it out of bounds.
Floyd Central continuing to fight. They've had a couple of missed shots there in the fourth quarter, right at the rim that just didn't fall, and then that out-of-bounds play, they've just barely missed a couple opportunities there.
Mock trying to get it to Fuller Tucker, but knocked out of bounds. That gives me the chance to show you that last Fuller Tucker play here. On a great pass from Kempf.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how many times we've said that tonight, but I'm sure it's been a few, and well-deserved.
Yeah, his ability to penetrate is just key to this team.
Into Hewitt, and a 3-second violation.
A little quick one. Kind of quick. But, no, Kempf is just his ability to get downhill and to set up his teammates really makes his Providence team go on the offensive side.
Reed shoots the 3. It will not fall.
That's another. I mean, that hit every part of the rim, just didn't come down.
Kempf chucks it to the other end, and Stone and Higgins were just kind of loafing there, and a couple of the Pioneers were going to try to chase that thing down.
Yeah. I think they thought that was long gone.
Long gone, yeah.
A little close for comfort there.
But Kempf, again, a good heady decision just to chuck it into the Providence front court. Good thing, something good might happen. You never know.
Well, the way your defense has been playing tonight for Providence, I mean, you just throw it down there and let your defense set.
Right.
Just don't give them anything easy.
Reed can't get that one to fall. Stone up with the board. He shoots a turnaround, and then trying to let it go out was Kaiser, and saved by Providence. Wow, what a play.
How about Kemp right there into the band.
And didn't see who made that on the other end. Was that McQuigg? I think it was McQuigg.
Might have been McQuigg, yeah.
Yeah. I've got at least the end of that sequence. Wow. The end of that sequence for Providence there, queued up.
That was
trying to show it to you after the ball game.
Unbelievable effort play. I didn't think there was any chance in the world he was going to get to that, and he ended up with his head in a tuba.
That's quite the price to pay, but you know.
Right.
That's too easy a foul to call. Well, this gives us an opportunity to show you that where the ball knocked away and Kaiser was just kind of taking it slow, and well done there, Mock, with the final bucket.
Kemp got it.
I don't think I ever said that.
Saved it between the legs, too.
Yep.
Impressive. You know, Kemp, again, I've said it a ton tonight, but his strength, his ability to get downhill, but it's so much of it's predicated off of his change of speed. Even the foul that he just drew right there, he goes at a full head of steam, gets by you, and he stops and just lets you run into him. His ability to stop quickly, such a strength.
So Kemp, 7 in the ball game, but that's not even, 8 now. But how many points is that's just such a small part of his whole game tonight.
Absolutely, what he's done in the second half, especially.
Kaiser can't get the 3 to land, and again, good hustle play, Hewitt that time. As the Providence faithful stands, and the clock runs down, a 12-point win for the Providence Pioneers here at Floyd Central High School. And we had a good one and ended up being a little more wide open than we thought. The Providence Pioneers improved to 4-0 with their 57-45 win. We're going to step aside, and we'll start the postgame show when we return here on Glycon.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A community supporter of our local high school athletics, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. It's a level of care you won't find anywhere else. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com for more information. Priority Radiology, you have a choice. Feeling stressed, anxious, or down? You're not alone. Clark and Floyd System of Care is here to help. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Talk to a trusted teacher, counselor, or friend. Or call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline anytime at 988. Whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression, we're here to guide you. Your mind matters. No one should face their mental health journey alone. A message from Clark and Floyd System of Care.
This is what excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's 2 sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive. It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mac Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
I'm your cat. And ever since you brought me home that day, I've been plotting to destroy you. This is 1 billion years of tiger DNA just ready to pounce. And if you got the wrong home insurance coverage, you could be coughing up the cash for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like meow.
Contact Floyd Snobs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or longtime patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com. With cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever, the Clark County Health Department offers PulsePoint. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
Check it. Ooh.
Need a better battery? Get an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Should have had an Interstate.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Tonight's postgame recap is brought to you by Interstate Batteries. Visit them at 1510 Production Road in Jeffersonville to find the widest selection of batteries for any vehicle. Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable since 1952.
Our final score, the Providence Pioneers 57, Floyd Central 45. Tonight's scoreboard ticker presented by American Family Insurance agent Mark Stevens. For more information on home, auto, or life insurance, contact Mark at 812-283-8600. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Coach Grants, any, hey, what do we want to say about the quality of play that Providence put on? Any initial thoughts on this one while I call up a couple replays here?
You got the defense stands out. I mean, you hold Floyd Central, well under their season average. What they did against Landon Reed, who's just a phenomenal offensive player, their ability to face guard him, get physical, and completely take him out of this game. You got to credit Providence to a great defensive game plan. And then the rest of it, just, their ability to get physical on drives. They really controlled the tempo and the pace. And then anytime that Floyd Central, just like right there where they try to get out and pressure and take advantage, just as you saw in that replay, it just opens up those easy opportunities. And for Providence, with a team like that when they get the lead and they limit possessions, you have to take chances on the defensive end. And I could tell you from knowing Coach Miller for 20-plus years, they work on staying poised against pressure, letting the other team get outside of what they're comfortable with, and just taking advantage of their over-aggressiveness. And so it's just very hard to come back against a team like Providence when they have a lead going into the fourth quarter.
Absolutely, and that's exactly what we saw tonight. Well, got that graphic up. Live basketball will return after a holiday break. We'll return on the 3rd of January, 7 p.m. Manual versus New Albany. That is from Jeffersonville High School. So, but also make sure and check glycod.com for all of our upcoming schedule. All right, well, let's step aside. We have invited Coach Miller up, but we're not sure if we will hear from him or not, but we would love to. And if not, he's a busy man down there. And the Pioneers, again, improving to 4-0, which is a great start, especially when so many of their kids really were in football winning that state championship.
That's impressive. 4-0 start, and they haven't even really kind of hit their full stride in terms of chemistry and togetherness yet.
Absolutely. All right, well, let's step aside, come back with more of the postgame show here on Glycod.
Vaccinations are a key to a healthy future. At the Floyd County Health Department, they can help your child from kindergarten through 12th grade get vaccinated, regardless of insurance status. Check with your doctor to see which vaccines your child may be due for, or call the Floyd County Health Department at 812-948-4726. Again, that's 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department. Can't leave your dog while you're gone? Maybe you just want to increase their socialization. Try Bark Jeff. They provide a cage-free, all-day play center that dogs will love. With well-trained staff available around the clock, their professionals offer comfortable grooming, plus nightly dog slumber parties. For more information on their services or to register as a new client, visit BarkJeff.com. Bark Jeff is located at 1006 East 10th Street in Jeff, where the cool dogs play.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A community supporter of our local high school athletics, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. It's a level of care you won't find anywhere else. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com for more information. Priority Radiology, you have a choice.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on. Foul.
What are you going to tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Here, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock
I'm
yourself
about to get served.
Seriously?
Get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me. Love you, Mom.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
You're busy, always on the go, and when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family-owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can.
Vaping has already reached epidemic proportions in the U.S. More than 3.6 million U.S. youth use e-cigarettes, including 1 out of every 5 in high school. And many of those who are vaping want to quit. Get real about quitting and put your health first when you live vape-free. For the support needed to quit, text the word Indiana to 873-373. Again, that's text the word Indiana to 873-373. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
It is time for our German American Bank final statistics. Tonight's final stats brought to you by German American Bank. Support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more information. And the scoring leaders for both teams. For the Providence Pioneers, Duke Beckert with 13. Elijah Fuller-Tucker ended up with 13 as well. 8 points from Preston Kempf, 7 from Bryson Whitlock, 7 from Lucas Mock. 4 from Cole Hewitt, and 2 from Noah Leeser, both from the free throw line. For the Highlanders, Isaac Kaiser leads with 11, 9 from Landon Reed, 8 apiece from Camden Harrett and Sam Higgins, 4 from Carter McQuigg, and 2 apiece from Parker Kays and Jackson Stone. Logan Young chipped in a point in this one as well. And there again, one more time, I'll tell you that our ticker brought to you by American Family Insurance agent Mark Stevens. For more information on home, auto, or life insurance, contact Mark at 812-283-8600. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Well, Coach, any thoughts briefly on the scoring, or should we move right along?
No, I think, again, just Providence's ability to stay poised. The way that first quarter went, I thought Floyd Central really controlled it and had the tempo. Providence continued to fight back. And, again, Floyd Central matched their physicality for most of the game. I think it just kind of wore them down maybe a little bit as the game went on to where they weren't maybe able to kind of match it going down into the fourth quarter. But you got to give, both teams credit. And Floyd Central especially, their ability to come out and match that physicality and rebound early, but just kind of waned down as the game went on. And that's what that Providence just physicality, that's that toughness, that's what it does, is it just wears on you after over the course of a game.
Absolutely. Well, and we've seen that happen over the last few years, and it's kind of not surprising when it does here tonight. Well, I'll tell you what, let's step aside and catch a quick break. We got word that Coach Miller is likely headed this direction, so we will get set up maybe to have Coach Grants and Coach Miller have a little chat here momentarily. And when we come back, we will also have our most outstanding players of the game, and I also have a couple of finals that I'm going to add to our post-game ticker. So I'll tease you like that. We'll take a break and be back with more here on Glycod.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or longtime patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com.
For the area's best pre-owned vehicle prices and selection, visit Jim Butner Auto Group. Since 1955, the Jim Butner family has been Southern Indiana's top choice for reliable, trustworthy, and exceptional service. Enjoy fast and easy financing, no matter your credit history. Visit JimButnerAuto.com or stop by our showroom at 125 West Lewis and Clark Parkway in Clarksville. Discover why Jim Butner Auto Group is striving to serve you better every day. Jim Butner Auto Group, your hometown family dealership since 1955.
Looking for a career instead of a job? Want to make a difference in a child's life? Community Action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program is now hiring. They offer competitive wages, plus health, dental, and life insurance, as well as paid college tuition and retirement plans. Apply online through Indeed.com or email your resume. You can make a difference in a child's life. Community Action of Southern Indiana and Head Start, serving children and families for over 60 years.
Looking for family fun in Southern Indiana? Then look no further than Strike and Spare, your go-to spot for a great time at prices that won't break your budget. With regular and kid-friendly bumper bowling lanes, everyone can join in on the action. And don't miss out on Cosmic Bowling, the cool way to bowl with that nighttime feel. Strike up the fun at Strike and Spare in Clarksville at 511 Little League Boulevard. And visit strikeandspare.com/Clarksville for more information on hosting birthdays and corporate parties.
Feeling stressed, anxious, or down? You're not alone. Clark and Floyd System of Care is here to help. Your mental health matters just as much as your physical health. Talk to a trusted teacher, counselor, or friend. Or call or text the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline anytime at 988. Whether it's stress, anxiety, or depression, we're here to guide you. Your mind matters. No one should face their mental health journey alone. A message from Clark and Floyd System of Care.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by New Albany State Farm Insurance Agent Theresa Lamb. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
So, Coach, congratulations on the win. This is, you come into Floyd Central. I know it's a big rivalry game, one that's always kind of circled on the calendar for the Pioneers. What does this mean for your program, this win tonight?
Yeah, I mean, you know what it's like, both as a player and as a coach, both at Providence and then at Jeffersonville as well. I mean, a big game, and honestly, we're really grateful for these rivalries. Yeah. It's fun for the community. It's fun for the boys. Appreciate you guys being out here and having coverage. And even despite the Notre Dame Indiana game going on, right, it was still a great crowd. So credit to the Floyd Central community for showing up, and also to the Providence community for showing up. These games are fun. They test you. It's fun for the boys. It's fun for the coaches, and fun for the community. Yeah. So we really appreciate the fact that we get to play such quality opponents. Such quality programs and schools like, the big ones, Floyd Central, Jeff, New Albany, et cetera, and all of our other area schools, small and big alike. Yeah. So, this is good, and we appreciate them. And
talking about Notre Dame and IU, let's stay on the football track here for just a second. Yeah. So, Providence, obviously, huge football season this year, state champs.
Great.
When those players come late, but also bring a winning mentality with them, talk about just a little bit of the adjustment of not having them in the fall as long, but then also that mentality and having gone through that experience of winning a state championship, what that does for your basketball program.
Yeah, exactly. First of all, how awesome. We talked briefly, Dr. Carr and I, before the game, how fun that was for our community. Yeah. So we're super proud of all those boys, Coach Mack and his staff, our athletic department, everyone who worked so hard to make that possible. Mm-hmm. A great run for our whole community. On the other side of that is the challenge for basketball. Yeah. And we definitely, that's the thing, people, as you realize, having been at both big and small school we don't get our dudes for the fall. Right. Right. We're kind of bare bones. Yeah. A few here and there, and we got kids playing football, kids playing soccer, kids playing tennis, running, just multiple things.
Right.
So we really, we have a chance to improve each year because we're just now starting. Right. So there's things we're really looking at each other as coaches. You probably saw me a few times look at my coaching staff like, oh, what are we doing?
Right.
But it's like, truthfully, we've been practicing together for less than 2 weeks. Yeah. So it's just, we got to be patient and we got to be persistent and keep trying to get better.
It's got to make you feel good. A 4-0 start, first time since the year that you won a state championship that you start off 4-0, and still feeling like we have room to improve. So it's got to make you feel positive about your team moving forward.
Yeah, that's what I said about this group of boys. They're really tough, hard workers. They play hard. They're connected. They're unselfish.
Yeah.
So, we have a lot of things when we're in there. So we have a lot of things to work on.
Right.
And that's okay. It's December, and we've been practicing together for 2 weeks, playing for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So that's okay. It's part of the process. It's part of the journey, so long as we keep putting in the work to incrementally improve each week.
Right.
Right. But, yeah, I'm proud of them. I said, boy, a tough environment. We started off not executing our game plan at all on either end. And some teams could have, kind of rolled over there and said, geez, this is our night. Our guys just kept battling and making small play after small play until we start to turn the tide and start to execute our game plan a little better.
Talking about that kind of slow start, two players that really stood out to me in the second quarter were Lucas Mock and Beckert. Yeah. I thought they came in off the bench and really were difference makers. Can you talk on that for just a second?
They did. It's great to have a little boost off the bench, right?
Yeah.
So Lucas just always brings a spark. One of those football kids, Lucas, just what a tough kid. Went to school with his mom, played with his uncle, and just a winner.
Yeah.
Just a winner of a kid.
Right.
And is going to do unselfishly whatever it takes for his team. And he gave us a real spark there. And as did Beckert. I kept telling Duke, Beckert, I said, man, you got it in you. You can do it. It's your time. You're a junior now.
Yeah.
Some kids don't realize they've kind of been used to seeing the Noah Lovins and the Quentin Hesseys and, before that, the Casey Kalins, Jaden Johnson, Seabold, Brian Wall, Landon, et cetera, so all these guys, right? And it's like, hey, now it's your time.
Yeah.
So it's fun as a coach to see these boys really start to ascend and believe that they're capable of these new roles.
Yeah, well, he sure did tonight, coming in, knocking down 3 threes there in the first half was huge.
That was big.
Yeah. Well, Coach, thank you so much. Best of luck the rest of the way. Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Merry Christmas to you and your family as well,
Thank
Coach.
You.
It's great
Appreciate
to see
it.
you. Thank you, Glide Cod. Appreciate you guys.
Has already reached epidemic proportions in the U.S. More than 3.6 million U.S. youth use e-cigarettes, including 1 out of every 5 in high school. And many of those who are vaping want to quit. Get real about quitting and put your health first when you live vape-free. For the support needed to quit, text the word Indiana to 873-373. Again, that's text the word Indiana to 873-373. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
As we return here to Floyd Central High School, our thanks to Coach Ryan Miller. Great of him to take some time. As we look, it's time for tonight's Most Outstanding Players. Tonight's Most Outstanding Players brought to you by State Farm Insurance Agent Teresa Lamb. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. You can see her phone number and web address there. And for our Most Outstanding Players, let's turn it over to Coach Grant's, I guess, first Floyd Central in the loss.
Yeah, it's got to go to Kaiser tonight. I think Mr. Kaiser did a great job of just getting into the paint, attacking the rim. I know they're late. He had a couple shots that didn't fall, but he got his team some really good opportunities and just brought the toughness and that edge, especially early on. So got to give him a shout-out for his effort and tenacity tonight.
All right, and then in the victory for the Providence Pioneers.
Well, Kemp was just phenomenal. He may not have been the leading scorer, but just all the different ways that he affected the game. The hustle plays, that one where he went flying into the band, but also his ability just to get downhill, to set up his teammates. Not only did he score some points around the rim, but against that Floyd Central pressure, anytime the things got a little shaky, they got the ball in his hands. He made great plays, even when they had a chance there to cut it to single digits. Whenever he was on the bench late in the game, they had that loose ball play where it could have went either way.
Yep.
Ball goes back to Providence. You put Kempf back in the game. He gets the ball, makes a play, gets downhill, sets up a teammate, and that's the game.
Yep.
And so he just made those kind of plays all night, those big-time plays that he needed to make, and a lot of it just started with his ability to dribble, penetrate. So he's our player of the game tonight for the victorious Pioneers.
All right. So that brings us to the strike and spare schedule. Our upcoming schedule presented by Strike and Spare of Clarksville, a great place to host your party or special occasion. Contact strikeandspare.com/Clarksville for more information, please. And want to do that and want to have you say please enjoy your holiday break, because we will. But when we come back after a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah as well, Friday, January 3rd, 7 p.m., Manual at New Albany, and that will be at Jeffersonville. Should say, I guess, Manual versus New Albany at Jeffersonville. And then also we've got a couple of ball games as well. Henry Clay at Sayre. That is actually an 8 o'clock start. Executive producer Steve Bird gave me that note. I said I'd put it up, and I didn't. So Henry Clay at Sayre is an 8 o'clock start. 7:30 p.m. Simon Kenton at Oldham County as well. Well, Coach, it's time to put a bow on it here in 2024. Last thoughts on this ball game as we wrap it up.
Just, for Floyd Central, just cleaning up a few things defensively. And, I definitely think they can get it turned around and get it rolling here. It's just a couple of possessions here or there. A couple shots fall here or there. They're not far off. And for Providence, a 4-0 start is a nice present heading into the Christmas time. So they'll wrap that up, enjoy this break, and see how they do moving forward once they return.
All right. So, that's going to do it for us here on Glycod. Again, I'm Dr. Todd Carter. Coach Andrew Grant's our analyst, and Christian Sanchez on the camera. And so we're wrapping it up. Our executive producer tonight, Steve Bird, as well. Coach, Coach Fonzo White walked up here for a second. You want to have a moment? We'll give it just a moment. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
We'll have Coach Grant ask you a question or two here. Here you go.
Coach, how you doing this evening?
Doing well, Coach.
Good. Thank you for joining us. So, first question, one thing that really stood out is your guys' schedule early on when looking at your opponents and their records early on. You guys have played a tough schedule to start the season. Just talk about how, even through, a difficult game tonight, how playing a schedule like that will prepare your team come postseason time.
Well, the biggest thing that when we look at that schedule, we look at the schedule at the beginning of the year, and my goal is always to do what I've done in the past, is split up into thirds. So right now we're at the first third of the season with the first 6 to 8 games. We still have a fairly young team, so we still got guys learning their role and learning what they need to do for the team. So, as we move into the second third, moving into the new year, we'll have the second third of games. And, the schedule doesn't get any easier. We open up with Center Grove, then North Central, and it just packs on and packs out. But, the hope is that with the young team, they play as tough as they did tonight, play like they did last week, and continue to grow and, grow through tough times. Yeah. And, realize that right now it's tough, but then it becomes easy later on, once we figure out our roles and what our responsibilities are to the team.
Yeah, that is one thing that we mentioned on the game as we were watching that, especially starting off. One thing that always stands out with Providence is their physicality and how important it is to match that. And I thought you guys really matched that tonight and came out and weren't afraid to get physical and to get scrappy with them. What are some other things as you kind of get into, as you talk about the next third of your schedule, what are some things that you're going to be focusing on as we come back from the break here, post-Christmas, that you really are looking to clean up and improve on moving forward?
Well, the biggest thing is I got to take more accountability on myself. And I'm going to dive a little bit more into stuff tonight. Like I'm going to go over my classroom here in a little bit, and I'm going to dive into the Bloomington South Scout so we can get ready to have some stuff for Bloomington South tomorrow. We got to go over there and a nice little road trip over there to play a very competitive Bloomington South team with Coach Holmes. And, as we look into that second third of the season, again, it's about more dialing in once we sit down with guys midweek next week, or once we get back from our Christmas break, we'll sit down with the guys right before the new year and say, okay, going into the new year, do you understand your role? Do you understand the expectations from your teammates? Do you understand the expectation that I'm putting on you for when you go on the floor? Can you do your job to the expectation that everyone has on you? And, we try to guide them a little bit. And then, again, accountability comes back on me, where in the second third of the season, where I got to dial in on that scouting report, and I got to look at what a Center Grove does well and take away what they do well and be able to teach that in practice and transfer it so we can have some counters to when they start doing things like that against us, especially, again, with the fairly young team.
Right. And speaking of that young team, what are some things? There's always excitement with young players and what you have up and coming and what the growth that you can see ahead. What are some things that you're looking to that you're excited about these young players and some growth areas that you see the potentials there that they can become?
Well, Coach, that's a good question. And, as always, we show up every day and we try to bring, that I tell the guys, be Floyd, bring the 3 competitive edges of Floyd. We want to be positive on the floor with each other. We want to be competitive, but we also want to bring the we over me energy. And, again, that toughness of diving on the floor for a loose ball, taking a charge, setting a solid screen and things like that. And as we move forward, with this team, the sky's the limit for them. Because we can excel through the tough schedule and get ourselves ready for sectional. But, looking at it, the goal was to try to be more successful in the conference now and do better than what we did last year in the conference. Right now we're 0-1. But, again, the conference is tough, is just as tough as our schedule altogether. And, just, again, looking forward to the lessons that we got to grow through the tough times and continue to stay hard on it, because then it makes it easier when you look down the road into next year, where you have a lot of experience on the floor next year and a lot of guys that truly understand that I come in this summer, I get in the weight room, I get on the floor, get shots up. I do everything together as a team moving forward now to where we can get to the level of a Silver Creek, a Providence, and these other teams that are having success. I mean, look at our girls program. I mean, they're having an awesome season at 10-0, but there was layers that were built prior to this year that got them to that point. Right. And, and I think that's where we're at. I think, we'll have a lot of success come next year, but we should have some success moving forward in the next 15 games that we play.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I was impressed with your team's fight tonight, and I'm looking forward to seeing the growth of your team going forward, and we want to wish you luck the rest of the way and wish you a Merry Christmas.
Well, thank you, Coach, and I always appreciate you guys coming in and doing the broadcast, and you guys have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thank you.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting, because she has an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Tommy's Express Car Wash, proud sponsor of Jeffersonville High School, located on 10th Street across from the new Kroger.
And for the final time, we are back. Again, our thanks to Coach Fonzo White. Came up there just last second, and we appreciate getting his insight as well on the game. So just wanted to come back this one more time to tell everybody, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Happy Hanukkah. Coach Andrew Grant's on the call with me tonight. It's been fun, and we've got some good games upcoming in the new year. Our thanks to Christian Sanchez, executive producer Steve Bird, president and owner of Glycod, Chris Labar. For all of the above, I'm saying good night, God bless, and we'll see you in 2025 on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Southern Indiana High School Basketball, presented by Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page. He puts you in good hands. Tonight's game was brought to you by Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable since 1952. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. Mack Construction, experience, reputation, solutions. Clark County Health Department, prevent, promote, protect. Priority Radiology in New Albany, you have a choice. Jim Butner Auto Group in Clarksville, a family tradition of excellence. And by Floyd County Health Department, Deering Floor Center, Our Place, Clark County Youth Services, and Strike and Spare Family Fun Center.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.